Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing really well. Today I wanted to sit down and share some of my favorite products and things and moments from the month of February. As some of you may know, I went to the Maldives this past month with my now fiance and we got engaged, and this is my ring. To me, it's really the most beautiful ring I've ever seen. It's so special to me and we're both so happy, and I want to say a big thank you to everyone who sent such sweet messages and congratulations and love and everything. I appreciate every single one. So that was definitely the biggest favorite from the month of February, of course. And now I want to get into some of the products that I really loved, and I did find some new makeup items that I'm going to talk to you guys about first. The first thing that I'm going to mention is my foundation that I have been wearing since I got back from vacation. I literally turned like 3 or 4 shades darker. I don't know if you can tell from here because it's quite bright, but none of my foundations matched me at all. I'm a big fan of the Double Wear foundation from Estee Lauder. It's like a cult classic. I wore that foundation pretty much all throughout last summer and I loved it. It stayed on beautifully. And I saw that they came out with the Double Wear in the light formula. I don't know if this is new, but it's obviously new to me. And whenever I'm in the sun and I've been swimming in the ocean and have that salt water, my skin just gets a lot better and clearer and more even. So I don't need that much coverage. So I decided to pick this up and I'm super happy with how it looks on my skin. It is definitely lighter in the both like the feeling and in the coverage than the Double Wear, although I really do love the Double Wear, but this is a little bit lighter. But as I mentioned, I feel like my skin is looking really good right now, so I don't need that much coverage. I also find that it has a little bit more of this kind of sheer glow to the foundation compared to the original Double Wear. So it's not a fully matte foundation, which again is quite nice, especially for the summertime. And it does have that really nice longevity to it as well. I put this on in the morning and it will go all through the day. It doesn't like crack or, you know, get patchy or anything like that. I also really like this comes in a squeezy tube and it's very slim and like lightweight. Speaking of skin, I've also really been into this primer from Becca. This is the First Light Priming Filter and it is in this kind of purpley shade, which honestly did kind of scare me in the beginning, but I tried it out and I really love this. I put about 1.5 pumps of this on my fingertips. I rub it into my skin right before I do my foundation, and it just gives this really soft kind of luminous lit from within glow to your skin, but it's not at all like a highlighter. It's not going to make you look oily or anything like that. It also smells really nice and refreshing, and it gives a very like very soft kind of blurred look to your skin, but it does give a little bit of a glow. And also on the topic of foundation and skin, my favorite foundation brush of actually the last like few months, this actually doesn't have a name on it, but I will find the name and put it below in the description box. Kind of angled flat top foundation like buffing brush. This brush is super soft. It feels so luxurious on the skin and I just love using this for my foundation. On days when I just want to get ready really quickly, I also use this for my under eye concealer, and it works beautifully because it's not too big. Like it really fits well underneath the eyes, and you could also use this for powder to set your under eye concealer. And I also love that it's a little bit slanted because you have that kind of nice tip there on the edge, so you could get right there in your nose or underneath your eyes, and it just feels so good and so luxurious on the skin. Something else that I've really been loving this month is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. I'm a huge fan of their original translucent powder. I've used that for about 1.5 years now, and it's a great powder to set your foundation and your under eyes. The texture of this powder is so soft and it's super finely milled, just like their original translucent powder. And if you put a little bit of this powder on your hand and you stand in the sunlight, you will see like this tiniest amount of reflectors. Like, it's not a glitter, it's not anything chunky like that. It's just like a very, very fine glow to this powder, and that's what really makes it very brightening. And the original powder does have a little bit of a tint to it. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison so you can see them together. But note that my translucent powder is broken, so like the sides have completely come off, so I can't really travel with it, but you can kind of still see the color difference between the two. I am wearing it today, and I find that my under eyes really do look a lot brighter and more awake. Moving on to some lip products. My favorite like lip color of the last month has definitely been the Marc Jacobs liquid lipstick in the color Truth or Bear. It is what I have on my lips today. It's a really beautiful kind of soft pink color. That's a swatch of it on my hand. I'm usually really into nudes, and I still love my nude lipsticks, but I thought it would be fun to just do something a little bit different. And this is a little bit different. It is more pink toned, but it's still not like a crazy color, like a crazy pink or, you know, something too bold. I like something quite subtle for every day. It is labeled as a liquid lipstick, but it's not at all drying or like irritating on your lips. It's a very velvety and smooth lip color, and the texture is so lightweight that you really don't feel like you have anything on your lips, which is exactly what I like. My next favorite is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Persona Identity palette, and it was created by a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Simply Sona, or her channel name is Simply Sona. Since I got this, it's pretty much the only eyeshadow palette that I've been using because you really have everything that you need. You have a nice mix of matte shades and also some nice shimmery ones, and my go-to colors in this palette has definitely been Charming, which is a nice soft brown. I use that in my crease, and I also really like Maverick, which I'm going to put on this finger, which is right here. And Gold Digger is also really pretty. It's a metallic finish, and it's a really pretty gold. And then I also really like Goddess, which I'm going to put right there. And finally Fearless, which is a really nice dark matte brown, and this is really pretty for lining your eyes. The pigmentation is really great, and they're very soft and easy to work with. They blend out really nice. So huge congratulations to both Sona and her husband for creating this palette and the success of it. I know that a lot of people really love this. And on the topic of eyes, I wanted to mention that I got my eyelashes lifted and tinted about 3 weeks ago. So it's not the same as like a lash extension. You don't have anything, you know, external or foreign on your eyes. It's just your natural eyelashes with a permanent curl to them. It's seriously so cool to wake up and your eyelashes are just curled and tinted, and it kind of looks like you're wearing mascara all the time. And our eyelashes tend to renew themselves every 3 months or so, so basically 6 to 8 weeks, and that's how long the curl will hold. And when I do put mascara on, I really feel like it looks like I'm wearing false eyelashes because the lashes are just very like lifted and curled, and it is something that I would definitely look into if you want to have a bit of like a oomph in your eyelashes without actually getting extensions. Moving on to some new skincare products that I've really been loving, and they've made their way into my like regular skincare routine. This is a overnight mask from Allies of Skin, and this is so amazing. I put a little bit right here on my hand, and the texture of this, it's kind of like a balm, but it's quite lightweight, but seriously, it makes my skin feel so good. In the morning, my skin looks so beautiful and refreshed and just rejuvenated. I've been wanting to try an overnight mask for ages, but because my skin is quite sensitive and it is more like combination oily, I didn't want to have something that was too like heavy on my skin. It does also have hyaluronic acid in here, which is really good for plumping up the skin and like little fine lines. I found this on Cult Beauty, and the reviews were really good, and it said that it was geared towards more acne prone sensitive skin, and it is an overnight mask. So I was like ding ding ding. I actually got it in a set, and this set came with an all-day mask as well, and their molecular savior toner mist. These two are also really nice products, and I've been loving them as well. This mist is actually really nice. I apply it right before the creams, and I just kind of press it into my skin and it feels so good. Another skincare item I've been loving is from Caudalie. It is the Deep Cleansing Exfoliator. This makes my skin feel so smooth and refreshed, and I use this about once to twice a week to really like deeply exfoliate my skin and get rid of any dead skin cells. I find exfoliation to be super important for my skin, especially when I've been wearing a lot of makeup, because it really just gets rid of every single thing on your skin. Caudalie as a brand, they are also very conscious of the ingredients that they use. They don't use any parabens or phthalates or sodium lauryl sulfate. And the beads in here are not like overly huge and scratchy and irritating on your skin. Another product that I have been loving to pieces is this Biotherm Eau Pure Invigorating Shower Gel. It's like the perfect mix of spa, calmness, and zen, but then it has a little bit of sweetness, like a little girly touch to it. It's so beautiful, and I just honestly, I look forward to taking a shower just so that I can use this. Showers for me are such a relaxing and rejuvenating time, and I love to use products that smell really good, you know, that clear my senses at the same time. So I'm like washing my body, but I'm also washing like my mind. And when you're using like really nice scented products, I feel like it has a really calming effect. The scent of this is just amazing. Just smelling it here right now is making me feel so calm and relaxed, and I love it. My last favorite, speaking of scents, is a fragrance. This has been my favorite perfume of the last month. It is from McQueen. One of my favorite things to do when I'm in the city or shopping is to smell fragrances. I'm obsessed with perfumes. It's something that has such an impact on me, and when I smell something nice, I'm like, oh, I love it so much. I believe this is a fairly new perfume. I think it's only been out for a few months. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen this in a lot of places, and I haven't really heard anyone talking about this, but this perfume is so good. I love fragrances that have a little bit of depth to them and that are not like very simple. I like layers of scents or notes in a fragrance. This fragrance is very feminine. It has a lot of like floral notes in it, but there's also a little bit of this kind of mysterious, more vintage feel to it. I also find that there's a bit of powder and like kind of a makeup-y smell in this as well. I don't know, it's just so nice. It's definitely more of a grown-up scent, and it's a bit more like sensual and mysterious at the same time, but it does have that beautiful floral feminine overlay. Like, it's very pretty. Those are all of my favorites from the month of February. I hope that you guys enjoyed and maybe found some inspiration for some new products to try. I would love to know if you guys discovered anything recently that you would recommend that I try. And also, if you want to see photos from my recent trip to the Maldives, you can always check out my Instagram, which is at AnnieJaffrey, and I've been posting quite often on there, so you can kind of see a little bit of my vacation. It was so nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a really nice day, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.